Hey everybody, hi. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas from the 10th floor.
Hey everybody!
Get
Good
on out of
morning.
that waiting room, folks. Climb on into the elevator. It's time to go all the way up to the 10th floor on the Sunday before Christmas.
Yes, it's the Sunday before Christmas.
We
This is
got
the
Jingle
count.
Bell Rock playing, Jingle Rock Music. All right.
Oh, I loved it. You know who does the best version of Jingle Bell Rock? The best one? Hall and Oates. Their rendition of Jingle Bell Rock is awesome.
I don't even know if I can access what that sounds like in my brain. I don't even
Well,
know. I don't even know. I don't even know. But potentially, well, at least celebrating the holiday with us here on the 10th floor this week. I don't know what they're doing at home. But while they're here hanging out with us, it's Christmas time.
it is.
Keita's
It's
with us.
Christmas time all over the world.
Where is Kelly Clarkson singing when you need her? Keita's with us. Connor is with us. Hello, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Kelly is with us. Lee is here. Shauna. Hello, Shauna. Udak, Kaiwan, our GH addicts, Jeannie, Marla, and Melinda. My goodness.
Ooh, the chat's full.
I know. We're just just
And
just packed
and you
in here.
guys, did you see that we didn't make you wait forever today?
No, I mean it's not even 11:15 and we're broadcasting. What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? And hello, everybody in audio land as well. They're audio listeners, or faithful ones who don't watch us, but listen in their cars every week.
Mm-hmm. We love you guys. I was
Sincerely.
I was sure one of you once upon a time in that car.
Queen of the South and Bob Barry are now with us. I think it is time to talk about soap operas.
I think so.
That's what we're here for, folks. And if you want to talk about soap operas every week, like the video and subscribe to the channel right now if you haven't done so. You get a little
Mm,
notification if your notifications are on. When we go live, then you just, slide it on your phone or click it on your TV and boom, you're right there.
yep. We get a notification. Lickety split.
Yes, so Kelly has pointed out that I'm still in the Christmas tree lot. She wants to know how sales are going. And unfortunately, I picked a terrible location. As you can see, most of the trees are still here. Most of the people in Port Charles are shopping a little closer to Rice Plaza. I'm far flung. I'm in the woods. I'm out near Lexus's house, and that's pretty secluded. So,
Boy,
is that
I'd
Santa?
like all of you to know, ho, 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 that today's broadcast is brought to you by Santa. I bought these two a watch. They're actually almost on time today.
Hey.
Prancer,
Oh my gosh, his face got so red.
Rudolph, and Cindy out for a walk. I'll see everybody later. Merry Christmas.
Oh, well, oh my gosh, Daddy Claus has joined us here on the 10th floor, and thank you very much for the watches in the stocking. I don't have a fireplace, but I do have a wall heater, and so we have them up there, and and the watch was very, very, very helpful. Santa T
yep, that was Santa T.
singing with us.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Autumn, hello Autumn, thank you very much for your generous donation here in the chat early on. Hey guys,
Thanks,
happy
Autumn.
holidays, Autumn says, and she still firmly believes that Willow shot Drew, and Michael is the one that saw something and he is protecting her? That Willow is unhinged. That said, Scout's ringtone is a clue.
Yeah, I think the Scout's ringtone is a clue too. I almost want to look at that again just to see if I can, notice something when he's actually shot. If I can notice something that perhaps I didn't notice the previous times I looked at
No,
it.
it's the feminine shadow. It's the bob cut. It definitely
Yes,
points to it could be Willow. It could be her.
it could be Willow.
She
It
could get
could
off and on
be.
the she could be found completely innocent from this and on the court steps shoot him again. No, on the court steps and I did it. It was me, and they can do nothing about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely not Danny, like
Definitely
I
not
said a
Danny at this
few
point.
weeks
No,
ago.
I think
Definitely
it might
not
be
Danny.
interesting if it was Willow all along. If it was really her all along, she's found not guilty, and then she does that courtroom step thing. I'm with it.
Yeah.
It would be a twist I didn't see coming. But it still could be the big question mark, the big mystery, the big person we haven't even thought of this whole time.
You know what we did discover this week, though, during the court? You know, Christina actually can control her mouth when she wants to.
When she is not, I don't know, in the depths of whatever it is she was feeling after the falling out of the hotel window and into the pool.
If the whole proceedings don't have anything to do with her, she can hold her tongue pretty well.
Very easily. I'm just going to steer the narrative. I'm going to show everybody that I am Sonny Corinthos' kid and also Alexis's. We can talk.
She answered Turner with as few words as she could, which is not Christina.
No. Oh, goodness gracious. Happy holidays.
And you know who had diarrhea of the mouth?
Who's that?
Elizabeth. She offered more than she was asked.
Mm-hmm. She was. She could not keep her mouth shut.
No, she may well look pretty. Look like she had motive, time.
Mm-hmm. She had opportunity.
She had opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah. At the very end, she saved it by saying that she was a good nurse, a great friend, and a good mother.
She answered the questions that were asked. What can I say?
Did, but she offered too much.
Well,
she offered too much. Alexis might pull her back up there.
I think that's entirely possible.
They always write Alexis when she's in court. They always write her really smart. So she will have some good when she goes up there and it's her turn. She will have a lot of good things. The only person better in the courtroom to me than Alexis is Diane.
Really?
Diane's better in the courtroom than Alexis.
Wow, that's a bold statement. I don't know if everybody would agree with you on that one.
And well, sure. We all just full of opinion, right?
Right.
All of us here.
Thank you very much, Kelly, with her donation into the chat. Thank you very much. Happy holiday. Yep. I saw Mama Cat kissing Santa T. There was no mistletoe. Is there mistletoe?
Mistletoe. I don't have any mistletoe.
Yeah.
You know where you can easily get mistletoe, though? If you go to a tree lot, they typically have some for sale.
We have so much just right next to the register. There's nothing but boxes of mistletoe that have gone untouched by the citizens of Port Charles here at this Christmas tree lot.
You know what? A couple of the Christmas tree lots here in my town have already wrapped up their sales, and they're gone already.
Like I said, we're suffering. I picked the worst place.
Like it was never even there already.
But then again, this whole operation here, this tree operation, was funded by Jen Sidwell. Maybe I'm just laundering something.
I tell you what, that Jen's. Anyway, let's go back to the courtroom.
Sorry. But in the courtroom, when it comes to your opinion that Diane is better than Alexis, you are not alone.
Alexis is good, though. You know when actually... Do you guys remember, like, it was a long time ago. It was like around the time that Christina was thought of. She was Sonny's lawyer for a long time.
Oh, yes. She started as that criminal lawyer.
And she likes it, and she liked him a lot. And even though they didn't really have a big love story, Sonny did like her a couple of times.
Well, I think it's clear they have a child together.
Yes.
They at least spent some time with one another. That's that's provable through genetic science. They've at least met.
Yes. Anyway, she was back in the day. She was kind of a sap for him too,
Well,
for Alexis.
She found her guts though while being on General Hospital. All right, over the last 30 years or whatever it's been for her. She's found her spine.
I think messing with both those brothers, Sonny and Rick. And then after that, somebody died in their house right after a rendezvous.
Oh, Neil, poor Neil. Yeah, Cyrus took that man out for no reason.
For no reason.
No reason whatsoever. Just to spook Alexis. I don't even remember the motive.
I don't
I
either,
felt so
honestly.
bad because I know, you, if you're long-term fans of the podcast, we talked about Joe Flanagan, who was the actor who played Neil, and how I watched him for like 6 years on Stargate Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
Just, and I showed you some clips of him actually, and you were like, wow, he's real fun and charming. We didn't get there with Neil, folks. There was a depth to that actor that they didn't give him a chance to really explore.
Oh no, they didn't write his lane, did they?
No. He's very like the closest they got to it with Neil was the drag bingo that he took Alexis to, because he really is like that suave funny. He's very much like a Michael E. Knight type of dude.
Yeah, yeah. A goofy funny sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm also going on action adventures to alien planets and save the day. What can we say?
And you know who else I thought did a pretty good job in that courtroom? I thought Turner did a pretty decent job too. First thing she did was bring up Donna Day.
Everybody loves the Donna Day callbacks, right?
First thing she did was bring up Donna Day. And Christina didn't get overly emotional when she was talking about that either.
No, she was very much in control. She's moved on. She's moved on from that terrible past.
If somebody doesn't mention to her, like her mom or somebody, tell her, what great control was they should.
It was funny to me. It actually brought out a laugh. I was watching it and I chuckled. I guffawed a little bit, if you will, when she's like, yeah, and Shiloh gave us all firearm training so we can be his personal bodyguards. And I'm like, this was not a detail in the original story at all. Not at all did they ever do any sequence of gun training with these women. And so it was all brought up just to sprinkle in this final detail that Willow is proficient with a gun. And this is how. And it just made me laugh.
Yeah.
Because it also made sense at the same time.
It's pretty smart, though. Yeah, it's kind of smart.
Yeah. It totally worked, but it's just funny, continuing to color in the missing details, I guess, when it comes to Dawn of Day.
And that dang Drew during the recess, during that dang Drew, he stands there right in the middle of the courtroom and threatens Alexis even more.
I don't,
You're blowing it, he said.
Drew's just an idiot, man. He doesn't know what he's doing. He thinks even Martin's like, don't listen to him, okay? Right? Don't fail, but also don't listen to him.
Yeah, and Martin is an ambulance tracer. He don't have great ethics. Really?
Kai Wan remembers Shiloh having a couple of bodyguards that Jason beat up on a couple of occasions. That weren't the ladies from Dawn of Day, but just like goons.
I think so. I think he might have thrown him down the stairs at time or two.
He definitely threw Shiloh down the lighthouse flight. That's something you're never going to forget. That was goodness gracious, Mom. We're coming up on like 10 years ago for that story, honestly.
That's crazy.
It's still a couple of years away from that, but we're closer to 10 than further away.
You know how I love Jason and when he juices up Jason, how I love it.
Oh yeah.
So the two things that I love was when Jason threw him down the circular staircase. It was so good. And when he bonked his head outside of Kelly's at the outside tables.
We took a picture. We took a picture of that brick wall.
Yeah, we did. And Shiloh rolled his eyes, kind of like Rudolph, Remember Rudolph, where Rudolph kind of rolls his eyes in the Rudolph show?
Oh my gosh, that stop motion wonderfulness that is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Anyway, that was my favorite, man. That was my favorite. So I did enjoy all the courtroom stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tyrone. Yes.
I enjoyed the courtroom stuff. I thought it was pretty good. And oh man, and Drew just showed his butt during the whole thing. He really did. He showed his butt good.
Oh my gosh, he's just he's becoming less threatening by every week. I'm less and less afraid of Drew Cain and more just like, ugh, this guy.
Right?
Does he even ever go to Washington? Like, what was the last bill that he voted on?
Never. He's like one of those guys that never show up,
Like he's
votes absentee, has no opinion.
He just abstains from every one of them.
Drew is getting to the point now where, if I met him, and I would just want to, not Drew Cain, not Drew Cain, not Cameron, okay?
Right.
Drew Cain. I would just want to give him a pop in his forehead with the flat of my with my flat of my hand.
But then you're assaulting a politician and they'll have you arrested.
No, I was just no, I was just you know
There was a bug.
trying to encourage him. And I sometimes my left arm has this thrusting motion that I can't control.
Yes. Oh gosh. Rachel. Hello, Rachel. Rachel says that yes, Christina has moved beyond that past of cutting brake lines and almost murking people. And you're right, Rachel. She has. She has. Kidnapping and being involved in that whole Rick thing was just so therapeutic for the entire coven.
Yeah. I don't recall that Christina was all that thrilled to have about having Rick down there. That wasn't her idea.
That wasn't her idea, but she was all on board to make sure that he was getting his daily smoothie.
Yeah, but she didn't want to shove him down his throat and blow in his nose like a dog, like Ava
No,
would have.
Ava handled that.
Ava would
Ava
have done
handled
that.
that. No problem. She was there. She was handling it. She was handling business. She saw the
Golly.
point. She was involved, and hey, she got a new bestie out of it. Now she can go to Ava with anything.
I'm out of Dr. Thunder. Can you believe it, you guys?
Oh my gosh, it's clear soda this week, folks.
7 Up.
And it's
Golly.
also not even noon, and we're still just chugging sodas. He said judgmentally.
That's me. I'm addicted to soda. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Ugh. Nello? What? Oh, Nello. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Nello.
Well, we have to just we have to remember what stock Snow White comes from.
The crazy stock.
She comes from this crazy
Even
stock.
Silas Clay, okay, folks?
Yeah. Even Silas Clay was a little bit nutty.
Her dad is Silas Clay, okay? Remember that.
Nina, super nutty. Her twin, who she grew together from conception, was a nutty.
Isn't her uncle a vampire?
Maybe, yeah.
Silas and Caleb, weren't they related?
I don't know if they tried to sell that or not.
I remember there was some sort of thing toward after Port Charles had ended, and they worked Kevin and Lucy back into the fold, and they tried to sell it as like the vampire stuff was one of Lucy's delusions or something like that, and it was never actually real. Because because the time of the supernatural soap had come to an end.
Right.
All right, that was Passion's time.
It was Passion's time, wasn't it? It was.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Martin Gray was spying on Tracy. Do you think it was Martin? Was it Martin?
Shooting Drew?
No. Spying on Tracy and Michael.
Oh, there was someone spying. Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Sorry, that was just such a good question, LaShawn. I had to ask it immediately.
Yeah. And when is Tracy going to get all her stuff back from the house?
I don't know. We're gonna wait for the comedy stylings to pick back up after the trial, I guess. That's more of a goofy, funny story.
That's going to be a goofy fun, yes.
Or a very serious one, as serious as a heart attack. Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, folks.
Somebody's, she going to find all her crap on eBay and she going to be upset.
No way. Drew treasures that stuff as trophies. Just as a trophy. There's no way. He's not going to let it go. He's going to hold it so he can lord it over the Quartermaines and be like, look how much more of a Quartermaine I am because I have all the Quartermaine stuff.
I tell you, though, that Drew did not learn anything from being shot.
No. It galvanized him.
Got more people now that wants to shoot him before
He learned nothing from being shot.
No.
He learned nothing from the loss of Monica.
Nope.
These things have just made him a worse person.
And he don't even care how unhappy, sad, distraught, missing her family. He don't care a bit about that scout. I don't think it's going to happen. I would wish that Sam McCall ain't really dead and she comes back and smacks his butt.
Wow, you've joined the You Wish Sam Was Really Alive turn. Are you going to start writing the show and telling Frank Valentini that he's a spawn of a devil?
No, because it's good TV.
It is good TV. You still think it's good TV? You don't think that it's broken down into bad TV yet?
Oh, General Hospital?
Yeah.
No.
Nah, it's still
They
good.
would
It's still
have to,
compelling.
my gosh, they would have to stink it up so bad for me to say, eh.
As it turns out, Outback shot Drew, and he'd be like, okay, all
I mean,
right, GH.
and you got, to me, watching soap operas all pretty much all my life, you got to be able to roll with it. You know, it's going
See,
to be highs and lows.
you've been watching soap operas long enough to call them soap operas.
Yeah.
That's what a seasoned soap watcher person calls them, as soap operas. Soap
Soap opera.
operas. It's
Well, I
prevalent.
didn't even realize I said that.
Oh yeah.
Um, Now, well, another thing I say too, so I say soap operas sometimes. Soap operas. I say soap opera, like I say okra. It's not okra, it's okra.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Remember there were scenes of Drew and Sidwell, Kelly says. Drew is doing his bidding. We really
Yeah,
haven't gotten into the depths of that yet on the show.
we haven't seen them together that much. But the last time I remember seeing them together, Sidwell told him, "You work for me."
You work for me. You no longer summon me. Tracy with a donation to the channel too. Thank you very much, Tracy. Anybody feeling generous during this holiday season, send it our way.
Thanks, guys.
If you can. If you want to. You don't have to. I'm just saying. Happy Estonians holidays. I don't really know what that means, Tracy, but thank you very much for the well wishes.
I don't know what that is either.
Jeannie calls it soaps. Sandra says, I guess some of us are seasoned. Just listen in your conversation with your soap friends out there, and listen to how many of them say soap opera versus soaps, which is what I use, or soap operas, which is what I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot of people out there in the world call them soap operas. Soap opera.
Well, I enjoy them. I sure do.
Oh my gosh. So yes, the prosecution is rested, Ma. All right, we had all of the witnesses that had saying that Willow's doing it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
We got Elizabeth offering far too many details. We got Christina controlling the narrative. We got Nina up there confessing to lying.
Yep.
Ooh, goodness. And then also working with Brennan on the side. Nina's our cover girl this week. With her clandestine conversation with Brennan, saying, "Hey, help me get my daughter off of this, please."
Well, isn't he the one that deleted some footage or whatever?
I think he's the. I do not believe they're going to be able to find this traffic cam footage anymore.
Right.
I think that's going to be going away, deleted off of the server, confiscated by the WSB.
Right. But Nina's being kind of stupid because now Brennan will have him on her. He will have
absolutely. And you know why? Because we are, folks. I see the writing on the wall. Okay, we got Valentine out of jail. He's hiding out in Carly's house. We have shown that Nina and Charlotte still have a very close bond, maybe even closer than ever now that she's a little older.
Yeah.
Enough for Charlotte to tell her the truth.
And Charlotte was spilling her guts.
To the point where Nina's like, please stop telling me these things because you're going to make it so I might accidentally tell somebody. So shut up.
Well, yeah. I think she's trying to protect her just because if she don't know, she can't tell Brennan because she don't know.
Yeah, all of that stuff. So we're doing all of these things to remind us of the connection that Nina once had with Valentine and the bond that she still has with Valentine's tiny little circuit of family.
Yes.
So that means that her, and Brennan something is going to be rolled into that, and it's going to have to be a big thing.
Yeah.
Am I going to choose the safety of Willow over the safety of Charlotte? Brennan has put me in a compromising position. I see it coming.
Oh, I see it coming too.
So I think that's what we're getting up to. So I think I hope that we are starting to calm down the whole who shot Drew thing. We're starting to heat up. The Brennan is been up to something big this whole time. That's what I got this week.
So you don't think he's as clean and squeaky as
from this week, I'm not reading that anymore. With Valentine sitting Carly down and being all like, listen, all right. From the moment he set his eyes on you, even if his feelings are genuine now, he saw opportunity with you, Carly.
He saw opportunity, and he made note and has record of what he can, of everything you ever said or ever did, and socked it away just for in case. He didn't know why he was doing it at the time. But the truth is, and this is what he really wants from all his other agents too, is he is an agent before he's himself.
Yes.
Because
Agent Jax should be Agent Jax before she's Carly's daughter.
Right, because he seems to be able to do that. Because he don't have no life. His life is the WSB.
Yeah, it has been for a long time. And he's up to something, and it might be no good.
He is up to something.
You know, the question that's been floating around out there quietly in the background is, why does Brennan want to get his hands on this presumably cold fusion technology rather than outright destroy it? What's he want it for?
Well, he might have a Sidwell idea too.
Maybe he's got another little pikeman thing running on the side. It's called Man Pike.
Maybe he does.
Oh no!
Well, you know what? One scene I did. I enjoyed this scene very much too. Lulu put her Spencer heels down into the ground, and she stood up to Brennan and told him a thing or two.
Oh yeah. If you need to take me in, then go ahead. Please lead the way. I'll hop out. I'll sit in the back. It's fine. I don't need to sit next to you. I'll be silent until we get there.
Yeah, and you have no authority in my house.
Your jurisdiction ends at the stoop, Agent Brennan.
Exactly. I liked it. I thought she stood up to him pretty good. You know, I did. I saw a spark of I just saw Spencer's in that moment, you know?
As you should.
I just saw Spencer. Barbara Jean could stand up to people when she wanted to. Oh yes, she could. Luke was a very, 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 very good at it.
We should probably Yeah.
And Lulu could have passed for Carly's daughter in that scene. Not her cousin.
Well, she is definitely Laura and Luke's daughter, and I guess that's a prime opportunity for us to talk about it, Ma.
Yeah.
Yeah, this week, folks, this week, I know you all know the news. This is not a revelation to you, but Anthony Geary passed away in between podcasts.
Yeah, I guess he passed away right after we podcasted.
Yeah.
Didn't he pass away on Sunday?
I'm not sure. I think it was a week. I don't know exactly. Don't come here for the news, folks. Just come here for the reaction to it. But yeah.
Yes, sir. He did pass away last Sunday on the 14th.
Well, there you go.
I remember yeah. So, you know, I don't, who knows? It may be garbage, but it's sure floating around a lot that they're suspecting his husband did something. I know it's floating around.
People are stupid. They would just run with anything. No, the very first thing that I saw, and it's probably the truth, I don't know, but he had some sort of surgery, and during the recovery, he didn't make it.
Yes. And very often, that does happen very often, and it's usually because you have a blood clot.
It's because you're old. You're 78.
So you have a blood clot go loose right after surgery, and oftentimes will do you in.
So I don't know the exact medical details of the exact breakdown of this, that, and the other thing, but it wasn't because of any sort of homicide from his husband. That's crazy talk.
I don't think so either. You know, and I'm not trying to like fuel that at all. In fact, I think that if any news source or anybody that's calling themselves a news source or entertainment source or whatever, and if they're actually like pushing that story during this man's grief, y'all are gonna go to hell for that.
I don't know what it is out there when it comes like when it comes to the AI soap press. I don't understand why it's so prevalent in this, and I'm not deeply involved with other fandoms. It could be just out there for everything. You could have all kinds of like AI Star Trek, AI Supernatural, AI all kinds of fake news all across the planet when it comes to this sort of stuff that I'm just not aware of. but it definitely shows its ugly face in soap news. So move along, folks. Don't believe it. Don't trust anything unless we react to it here on the 10th floor. Ask us in the chat. And chances are, here's the main thing. Here's what you should always do when you read some sort of soap headline. Mm-hmm. Just don't believe it.
No, but
just don't trust it.
One thing I heard, I don't know this is true either, but I heard that Tony might have done something for GH remotely, like a quick scene.
I doubt that's the truth as well. Why, of all times, would he just suddenly decide, weeks before his death, to come out of retirement to give General Hospital one remote scene? Like, why would that be the case?
I don't know.
I just don't think that's the case as well.
I doubt it's true.
The closest thing that we got to him interacting with General Hospital was a picture that was put up on Instagram of him watching Jeannie Francis on State of Mind.
And he made that quick 30, it wasn't even 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, I think it was about 10, where they showed him in the restaurant.
That was like 20 million years ago at this point.
That was when Jane Elliott decided to retire.
She's unretired since.
And she unretired since. But I tell you though, Tony Geary must have had a lot of love for Jane Elliott to even be able to be willing to do that.
And yeah, and that's the last we saw. And what's also what's good though, and for at least for General Hospital, is that the character of Luke has already passed, and so we don't have to write the story of and all of that. We probably will get a memorial. Oh man, we lost him 3 years ago. Let's remember and have a big flashback and honor to Anthony Geary.
I think they should.
But when it comes to having to write a story about Luke, they're off the hook.
They sure are. They don't have to write a story about Luke because they already did it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, off the hook. He lives and continues on in the lungs of Scotty Baldwin somewhere out there in the world.
Yes. But I was sad to hear that we lost Anthony Geary. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sad.
Mm-hmm. Where you seen this stuff? You seen it on Facebook, huh? That's my guess.
Yes.
Yeah. I figured that. Udek says, haha, Mama K, these crazy stories you see online. And I knew it. I knew they were all from Facebook.
No, they are crazy stories you see online. I know. But I'm sad to... Did you know that his real name was actually Tony?
Not even Anthony?
And he changed it to Anthony when he decided to go to Hollywood.
Why not? Anthony Hopkins, Anthony Perkins, Anthony Geary. Was there a tribute to Geary at all this week? I don't think so. I don't remember when. I'm not sure they even threw up a Tony Geary dates or anything.
I don't think they did. I mean, usually like they will throw up something at the end. Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know how far in advance.
No, this week.
I don't know how far in advance they send these episodes to ABCs. The ABC outlets and distributors and places that broadcast it and upload it onto servers. So it's possible that this week of episodes had already been sent.
It's very true.
And you can't change it at that point. They already got it.
It's already, as they say, loaded and in the can.
Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 Shauna wants JJ, Jonathan Jackson, and Jeannie Francis to handle it. Some sort of episode.
I think that would be lovely. I think that would be lovely. I have to say, man, oh man, I was so disappointed in Jonathan's last when we had Lucky with us. I didn't think they wrote for him well. I don't think Jonathan was fully vested.
Mm-hmm.
Not all returns turn out great.
I think that Jonathan Jackson probably would share your opinion on that. So, we'd have to ask him in private at some point if we ever get the chance. Kelly thinks that we're all going to see something eventually, and I agree, Kelly. I don't know. Maybe we'll section out a half an hour at some point on this channel to just talk about it specifically. But I mean, Anthony Geary, while his history making wasn't still active on the show or anything, Luke wasn't up to nothing. It wasn't like, unfortunately, not to make the comparison, but when Days of Our Lives lose an actor, it's like they're still on the show because they don't let go of their old people.
exactly.
So it's a little bit different, you know. It's one of those like, oh gosh, the memories and thank you for your contributions more so than like, whoa, I've been
But
floored.
one thing for sure, Prospect Park and General Hospital, they've been through the ringer.
You
Oh,
know,
man. Too many losses in the cast. My goodness, seems like one after another.
it's because it is. It absolutely is. So some are understandable due to longevity,
Sure.
and others are shocking, surprising, and we wish things had turned out differently. You know.
Right.
So they're definitely going through it for sure, and have been for the last couple of years. But they also have had a huge cast for a long time too, and so you know if we're just rolling the dice and having like the odds game playing, then I guess you
Well, it
open
might
yourself
slow
up to
down.
higher odds.
It might slow down now because the older folks are all gone, basically.
Maybe it will slow down.
You know?
Yeah. But it's interesting. You know, we got Robert Scorpio and Luke in the same year. You know.
Yeah, within just months of each other.
Now that's something. That's something. That's something for history. That's like over on Days with Wayne Northrup and Drake Hogestyn. You know, within like a couple of months of each other.
Yep.
I wish you would have stayed and had a relationship with Liz, says GH Addict. That would I think that if they just made Lucky a cop, folks. If they just made him a cop, things might have turned out differently.
I agree.
You know, if he was playing the Nathan story.
Yeah. Maybe he had a conk chase in the head and made him like wake up.
You know, he's like, oh my gosh, I've been seeing wrong. I love Brooklyn so much. Willow, who? I think that's what Chase needs at this point.
Yeah.
Stupid
Chase is being stupid.
Whatever. I mean, what else can we say about Chase at this point, huh? There's no more
Bye.
commentary to be made.
Bye, Felicia. That's what we can say for the most.
We're going to transfer you to Portland, Chase. We don't need you anymore. I'm far more interested in the stylings of Nathan right now. Okay, all right. He's worming his way into Lulu's life. I don't trust him.
I don't trust him either. I
He's
think he's a
using
better bet.
maxi trauma bonding to try to get closer to her.
I hope that Kristen's okay and she's gonna come back soon.
I'm not going to try to watch the show and worry about that right now. You know?
No.
You know, I don't want that to weigh me down every week.
No. But yeah. Nathan spent a lot of time with Lulu lately too.
Lots of time, lots of close time, lots of protective time.
Yeah.
Lots of shoving his hands in his pockets and just being a friend. Just as a friend, Lulu. I'm just here as a friend. Maxie would want us to be close. We're gonna help Maxie together as we bone. You know?
Yeah. I don't think Dante's gonna like that either.
Nathan wouldn't do this. This isn't Nathan. Nathan wouldn't do this. Jenna likes Chase. I like Chase too. Chase really is a good guy. Chase, for the most part, up till this point, has been agreeable. I haven't had a problem with Chase. He's been less than dramatic, you know. But I haven't had a problem with Chase. But now he's just a big dum dum.
Yeah. He with Brooklyn, he just kind of acts like, I don't know, like bored.
They were a super cutesy couple. They were great. They were solid. They were fine. And now he's a big dum dum. That's all. That's all it boils down to. He's just a big dum dum now. Just a big dum dum. There's a new clip of Kristen and M on Instagram, so they're at least still doing this sweater business. Things seem to be fine.
Yeah, they're crocheting and knitting their little heinies off, huh?
Yes. I think they're going to pair Nathan and Lulu for a while, says GH Addict, and I think so too. They're gonna get together, and Dante's not gonna like it, and Spinelli's not gonna like it, and they're gonna think something's wrong, and then Spinelli's gonna wind up dead, and Dante's gonna have to solve the case, and Nathan did it because he's really Peter.
No, Spinelli may not die. They can stay. They can take him off screen if they want to. But
The book. Oh, it was a book. The book that Anna got was written by Peter. By the way.
Well, I think his father had that pen name too.
Well, one of them. It was written by Caesar or Peter.
It was. And
It was a Faison book.
And the copy that Anna got was signed by him.
They're trying to make us think that Cesar Faison's still there, folks, and it's not it's not
The
true.
same little hyphen C, just like Britt's note said about from the medicine.
Yep. Yep, I don't. It's someone posing as Cesar. Okay, he's not alive. He's not back. His brain was in a jar, folks. It was his brain. 99% sure, even though Nina doesn't like those odds.
Yeah. Well, it could be. There is no reason why we can't go with the whole plug something in your head and get somebody's memories.
They've done that, but they've also needed the unless he's got a younger identical twin, the Cesar Faison clone. Which I'm not sure GH is going to do the clone thing. I just don't. I don't think. PK is Faison. What was Peter's pen name then, folks? Was it Peter August? Was Peter August the the pen name for Heinrich Faison?
No, he had a different one. I don't remember what it is, though.
Yeah. I've been waiting for years for them to kill off Spinelli, says Kaiwan.
Come on, dude.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh god, I thought they were gonna. I thought they were gonna put Lulu with Geo. What the hell, Okay, Kaiwan, put the drink down.
No, come on. It's
down.
early to be toasting things, Kaiwan.
No, don't kill Spinelli or bring back Peter. Ugh.
No, Peter won't be. If Peter returns, he will have his personality and his brain and his ideas, but not his face.
Yeah. So I guess it boils down to if you didn't like Peter August as a concept, or if you didn't like Wes Ramsey's portrayal as the villain, you know.
And we all know that Wes Ramsey, sure, he had some fans, but he had a whole lot of fans that just really enjoyed disliking his character so much
GH
that
knows
it kind
that
of
too,
bled
folks.
over a little bit.
General Hospital knows that too. We'll see. We'll see. Do not kill Spinelli, shouts Kelly. I won't. I have no control over this. If they put a pin in my hand and they said, does he live or die? I would say he lives, General Hospital. He lives.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need a dead Spinelli. Come on.
Ginger didn't like the concept of Peter, nor did she like the portrayal of Wes Ramsey as Peter. So it's a double no on that.
Well, yeah, and so many people feel just like that. And they were like, yeah, oh my gosh. They were yelling at their TV sets. Don't call the ambulance. Let this fool die. Felicia is my hero.
When he fell down into the storm drain and Felicia was standing over it all with the tire iron. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. All right, Connor, we'll do it. We'll talk about it, Connor. Josslyn does not want to be in the WSB anymore.
No, she does not.
She has been disillusioned from the World Security Bureau.
She's so mad at herself for becoming one as well, and she knows she cannot stand Brennan.
She's like, I fell for it.
And she cannot stand that Lucas is over there on Spoon Island. She cannot stand. Oh, I loved her scene with Jason. She spilled her guts to Jason. She told him everything. And he told her they're going to work together. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yeah, so, don't tell anybody I've come to you, WSB agent Josslyn, but I need your help. We got to end this storyline. We got to put Brennan behind bars. We got to separate him from your mother. And we got to get you out of the WSB for you to have your crisis of I killed 2 people. So let's get on with that. Let's move forward with that story. So yeah. I think that they tried to do the WSB thing with Josslyn. I think that the result was not as intended. She just doesn't come off as tough,
I think she does sometimes.
Not WSB tough.
Maybe not WSB
Here's the
tough.
problem. It was too fast. It was too fast. It really was. Like, she was into it, and then now she's, like, standing tough to Brennan and talking strong to him and being like, that's not what the Bureau's about, and blah, 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 blah. Like, it was just too fast to get there. She became Anna too fast. So, I think that if we slowed it down a little bit, then maybe people would have liked it more. Perhaps if she had been a secret and even the audience didn't know for a long time. 2 years from now, she's WSB, and I have been since Brennan recruited me. Maybe. But this attempt, it didn't work.
No. And now that Carly has been standing around the island with Valentine for a while now, chatting.
Mm-hmm.
She madder even now, more than she was before.
He is stoking the flames of her rage.
Oh my gosh, isn't he?
Remember, Valentine is a master manipulator. All right, he's not friends with Carly.
No, he's not.
He's not trying to help her. He's using her.
Using her, yes, he is. But I think he's being more forthright right now. But yeah, he is using her. And the reason why and this is the only thing he didn't say in this, but I really thought, how I know so much about Brennan is because there are some similarities between the two of us.
I just found my heart, and her name is Charlotte. That's all. Mm-hmm. He didn't find his heart. Mm-hmm. Udak agrees with me. They went too fast with the Josslyn as a WSB agent story. Why rush? And I feel like they rushed. And is Vaughn gone for good? And I think he is.
I think he's gone for good too.
I think he is. I think he was taken to some sort of WSB black site and reassigned to something far away from Port Charles, and that's it for Vaughn.
That's it for Vaughn.
So she's going to blow up the WSB.
And Brendan's such a stinking hypocrite on that, too. Gosh, he's such a hypocrite on that.
Well, Carly's not an agent.
I know.
She's just the mother of an agent. And it was the mother of an agent before she was an agent. So really, what's the problem? I'm supposed to break up with you because of the choices of your daughter? She chose to be here.
Right.
Okay? She chose it.
She
wasn't forced into this position. She wasn't manipulated through her grief and rage. No, she chose this.
I don't see how Carly is going to be able to play that straight face much longer without just wanting to attack him every time.
She's not going to be able to do it much longer. I think this is going to heat up pretty quickly.
I think so too.
Because we're going to have Josslyn and Jason on one side. We're going to have Valentine and Carly on the other side. And when it all comes crashing down together, Brennan's not going to have anywhere to go.
Nope.
Especially when Spinelli uses his algorithm.
And he certainly can't go, he ain't got no good friend in Sonny. He ain't got no good friend in Cyrus. In Sidwell either.
No, he's going to have to use his secret in his back pocket, Cyrus. Take him off the ice. No, Chandra's doing the holiday thing, the volleyball thing, the basketball thing, the job search Jedi thing. She's out there doing her thing. But she's with us in spirit. She dropped off some gingerbread cookies. Did I not tell you? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. My bad. They're still downstairs. Oh no.
Gingerbread cookies are good. They cannot be too gingerfied. And they have to be soft.
Oh, soft gingerbread cookies.
Oh yeah, I don't like those crunchy ones.
Okay, so no gingerbread men. Because they're crunchy.
Yeah, but they have to be soft.
Who has a soft gingerbread guy?
I don't know. You've got to have a right recipe for it.
Nobody does. There's a gingerbread cookie on the screen that you're looking at right now, YouTube folks. Along with a Christmas tree, some presents, and some lights. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. Boy, we're getting down to the wire now. Christmas is 4 days away.
Del J says that they thought that Vaughn, the actor who plays Vaughn, which I don't remember his name right now, had another gig and he was written out so he can do that and then might be coming back, but could be wrong. I don't know, Del J. I didn't hear that. That sounds like something GH would do. That is, I would say, I don't want to say a risky thing, but it's a potentially risky thing to do when you're not a contracted player and you haven't been like big business on GH, because it's entirely possible that they just don't bring you back.
Yes, but Frank Valentini is very good about letting folks, your non-contracted players. He will try his best to make sure that you can spread your wings a little bit.
It's all good. Nobody cared about Vaughn. I can't think of anybody that cared about Vaughn, but I can think of people who care about Isiah, and I can think of people who care about Isaiah's history. I can think of people who care about Isaiah's last name, and I can think of people who loved One Life to Live.
Yes.
So Portia and Isiah, they got together in the cabin once more. Their love cabin. I hope he finds some sort of Aztec gold or a body or something in the floorboards at some point of this stupid cabin.
I hope so.
But they went back to their love nest.
If nothing else, I want Curtis to go in that cabin and slap the shit out of him.
Thrown through the front window. So they had their little love nest. They had their time together. They canoodled while she's growing a life inside of her. Could be his, could be Curtis's. We'll find out in a couple of weeks when we do the paternity test. Why can't we do it now? I don't know. It's too small or something.
Well, she said last week that she only had 1 week left of her first trimester, and she was approaching the date where she could have a paternity test.
They can't take an amniotic sample now in the first trimester. You have to wait for the second. Is that the truth? Is that real science, folks? Let me know.
Do I look like the Britch? I'm not an OBGYN.
Well, I think that you should petition Brennan for your license back, Ma, and become a OBGYN once again, okay? Everybody making deals with the devil in disguise this week. He mentions it his dad, but didn't mention RJ's name. No. But the fact that you're thinking of RJ Gannon, Miss Jeannie, makes me wonder if they are doing a good job of laying down little clues.
Yeah, because he talked about his family a little bit this week, and he talked about his father.
Walk me through it, Ma. All right, you're a One Life to Live fan. You know who RJ Gannon is. I don't. What makes you think that they put in a little hint? What did he say that made you think that?
I just mentioning his father.
Just by the fact.
Yeah, just mentioning it, that I just don't. There's just no good reason to give this character's last name of Gannon if you're not going to use it.
Why does it have to be RJ?
Well, he did have a brother.
You know, why couldn't it be Cliff? You know, Cliff Gannon.
I don't remember. What was RJ's brother's name?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't watch One Life to Live.
I know you didn't.
I didn't.
Well, it's been off the air for a very long time now.
It's just safer in the second trimester. Thank you very much.
RJ was a police officer, I believe.
That's my understanding.
Yes.
So until Isiah goes, my cop dad in
and he was extremely masculine.
Oh, was he?
Looking, extremely masculine looking, and had very, very, very long dreads.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's what he looked like.
And he was a cop. He was solving crimes. He was arresting fools. He was going after Todd.
He was a detective. It wasn't like he had beat clothes on.
No, but Todd committed a crime and RJ was on the case. Yeah. And then Bo was off on the side, lawyering it all.
And Nora.
Hank.
Yes. Hank and RJ. And RJ was kind of the bad one a little bit, you know, like had to check history or whatever.
Wouldn't he be RJ's brother and not his son? I'm not sure, Ginger, because a number of years have passed since One Life to Live. And so if your memories of RJ Gannon are of the actor at the same age that Isiah is right now, we have to remember that like 20 years has passed since then. So.
I believe, didn't All My Children go off in 2011?
Something like that.
And I believe One Life to Live went off before they did.
Just like a couple of months or something like that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nora Gannon Buchanan. That's funny, Jeannie. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's funny.
She did marry, yeah. But I don't remember which one she married.
RJ or Hank. So potentially one of them is the father of Isiah.
It'd be kind of cool if Nora wound up being his mom.
So here's the thing. Here's the big... Because Isiah didn't exist on One Life to Live, and so it would have to have been some sort of retcon if he is RJ's, because he's old enough for him to have been on the show, for him to be RJ's kid.
I don't know. If they're going to do that, it's just for the fans, you know, because we love that stuff.
Totally. And really, One Life to Live has been off the air. It's been a number of years. It's fine. It's so bland. Soras, all sorts of different nonsense.
I mean, the fact that we had Erica Slezak on the show playing Ronnie, stinking loved it.
Yeah. Okay. Ginger did think about the passage of time, and that's great. I'm really happy for that. It's easy for me to forget that Patrick Stewart is very, very old now. You know, it's very easy for me to forget that.
He's super old.
And he's super old.
He got such an old man voice now, doesn't he?
He does. I'm Patrick Stewart. And Gannon Buchanan.
Yes.
My gosh, Nora. Come to General Hospital. Let's add Quartermain to the end of that, huh? Mm-hmm. Quartermain and then Gray.
I just don't remember details nearly as easy as some of our chat does. You guys got these historical memories for soap operas. You remember all of it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I watched too many soaps, too many storylines.
I think maybe the level of conversation with friends during the time of watching it as well has something. It wasn't because I feel like you, for the most part, watched it pretty isolated.
It's true.
You could talk to grandma, but it's not like you had your soap friends at work or anything that you would just analyze the stories and stuff. So I think that has something to do with it. I know a number of people would recorded and watched it over and have done rewatches and that sort of thing. And so they've been able to refresh their memories. Mm-hmm. So. Mm-hmm. Nora was on GH's Nora a few times. Well, bring her back, Jeannie.
Yeah, she was on a couple of times on GH.
You know who's back now? Brad.
I know.
Brad's back, and he's out of money, Ma. He spent it all already.
Those two were so stupid, right?
He had a model boyfriend that took all his $1 million.
Yes. He had a model boyfriend that spent his money like he was turning on the faucet. Yes, but Brad deserves that nonsense because he means being dumb. Yeah, and now he's back. I love the two of them together. The Brit and her sidekick are great fun. They are great fun. But boy, oh boy, they were just like sitting at that table, having a good old time dishing, taking advantage of each other, and then getting burned at the end.
Yep. Oh, now we're all broke. Whoopsie doodles.
Who's gonna come? And then they go back to her. Then they go back to her place. Mm-hmm. She's telling Brad everything.
Everything.
Pretty much.
Yes, and none of it's a secret to us, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, he's telling him everything, which is gonna actually could put Brad in danger.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Knowing too much. Knowing too much.
She can trust him, though. He's not going to say nothing.
Oh, yeah. Well, who are they going to call to pay that $2,000? Who's going to pay that?
Oh, Jason.
Exactly.
Brad and Britt got arrested for dying a dash. They sure did.
They sure did.
They got locked up. Elizabeth is going to have to, unfortunately, let her go from her emergency room intake position just in time for her license to come back and rejoin the staff as an OBGYN.
Probably.
Probably. Hey, Matt.
And then she gets mad at Lucas because Lucas actually wrote her a very nice letter.
But it makes me sound like a robot.
And she's mad because he's not making her look like a good human being. Well, you're not.
Well, you're not. You're just a good doctor, okay? What am I going to say? You've got excellent bedside manner? You don't. I'm not going to lie.
Exactly. That's what he said.
Solve the crisis.
But it's not like he wrote in the letter, oh, she's a great doctor, but a horrible person. He didn't do that.
No, he just, focused on only one aspect of who she is.
He focused on the reasons why she should get her license back.
Yeah, because she does this as a doctor, and this as a doctor, and this as a doctor. Well, what about me as a person? I'm not going to write about that, Britt. That would be stupid of you to ask me for that.
Portia should be writing that letter for her. Right?
Yes. She's been treating me in secret. Throw her in jail. I'm enjoying Portia more and more every week. She's coming back. She's coming to the side of me. Just liking it. Just liking it, which is great. Thank you very much, Brooke Kerr and the writers of General Hospital for saving the character so far. Because she comes in, because Brad comes in, she sees him, and she's like, "It's a good story to tell, Brad. Go ahead and tell everybody." It was a good moment. I loved it. I did. I think Britt will call Jason. Oh, totally.
But she don't have anybody else to call. She could call Nina. Nina got some money. Mm-hmm. Nina and Brad are the only two choices she has. Yeah. I mean, Nina and Jason are the only two she has. She probably could call Aunt Liesel, but Aunt Liesel ain't rolling in money.
No, not even Aunt Liesel. Mom Liesel.
That's true.
And she's already been like, oh, you came here for money. Slap. So I don't know if that's somebody that she can call. Brad and Lucas get trapped in Windermere together since he knows so much, maybe. Is there even a restaurant in LA that would make $2,000 dinners? Oh, definitely, Udak. You put on the top shelf champagne on top of that, easily get there.
Dude, there's a place in Manteca here that you could spend $2,000 on dinner.
Oh, definitely.
Just use one, but we have one.
You know, for people who are foodies, people who think that it's worth spending the $400 filet mignon or whatever it is,
Well,
But
sure,
with
and
drinks,
they want to
desserts,
have
a couple of things.
designs on their plate and all that.
Oh yeah, and it's only a quarter of a portion.
I have never been to a restaurant like that.
Me either.
I ever will.
No, I don't want to. Brick called Nathan. Nathan, I don't know. Has he been on the force long enough to have a $2,000 check? Where does he even live? Where does he live? Does he live with Liesel? Where does Nathan live?
He doesn't. They haven't said where Nathan lives.
Where does Nathan live? I need to know. Please, somebody tell me.
Maybe he's staying with Nina. Maybe he is.
I don't know. Is he staying with Nina? That would make sense.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Hello, Jenna. What else is on my notes here, Ma? Let's see. Jason and Joss. They're working together.
Yep, we talked about that.
Anna and Pascal. I think those two are just going to wind up falling in love.
Well, you know what I think? If Anna needs to make sure she eats, okay? Because she needs fuel.
Oh, yeah, so she can escape.
Yeah, because she can attack that little Pascal and knock the piss out of him.
Oh, yeah, the next time he's like, Tonio, back against the wall, she's going to be like, okay, and then hit him with an elbow.
Exactly. Or she's going to have maybe she can hide one of the service tray that he's presented food on her with.
Hit him with a silver platter.
And then whack him with it,
Real
Do
good.
something Ava style.
Oh, yes, that's an Ava Jerome move right there. That's for sure. That's for sure.
There's got to be something you can whack him with in that room. Come on, Anna. Quit being a bumbling Bobby.
My goodness.
Anna does that sometimes.
She's not bumbling, Mom. She's kidnapped.
Sometimes Anna can be smart as a whip, and sometimes she can be dumb.
She's kidnapped. She doesn't know what to do. See, because it's about Peter August, and Peter makes her stupid, is what it is. Faison. Faison.
Well, getting that book signed by Faison, too, is going to make her all freaky deaky.
At least signed by
How
Dash C.
can she not know where she's at? She's got to know where she's at.
She can't smell it yet, and they redesign it. If they walk her somewhere, if she leaves there, she's going to immediately recognize the Spoon Island tunnels.
Oh, I think
But
so.
while she's
too.
in that room, nope. But when she bashes Pascal, knocks him out, and gets out that front door, she's going to go, oh, really?
And
I didn't make it that far.
And when if she gets out of that room, whatever, she should be able to smell the salt air or something.
Exactly. GH Addict wants to know, why doesn't Anna fight back? And I think it's just because she's not ready to.
Yeah.
She's biding her time. She's trying to learn what she can. She's trying to figure out if what's going on with the limited information that she has access to.
Do you know what she should do? She should have herself a little talk with herself and think, what would Scorpio do?
That would be an interesting way to get into the memorial and remembrance of Robert. That would be an interesting way to do it, that's for sure. I was thinking that maybe she can just sit back, think about maybe, conversations and maybe what the Dupree family would do one by one. Vernon and Anita and them in this kidnapping situation, so she could fight back.
Yeah.
That's a Beyond the Gates joke, folks.
And I'm telling you, Pascal don't look like he's much of a...
No, he's a one-hit chump. You punch him once, he's down.
Yeah, he got a weak jaw.
Oh, yes.
He's got a weak jaw.
Sacre bleu, and then he's boom, down.
Yeah, and then throat punch him. Done.
Oh, my gosh. Twofer. A twofer. That's what she wants. Pascal doesn't even have a gun. She had a glass, could have broken a used weapon. The thing is, we know where she is, she doesn't know where she is. And so I feel like, yeah, I could escape, but where would I go? I don't know anything about where I am or where, I could break out, and then what? I'm going to run through the halls until a guard at the end of it, next to the big red exit sign, shoots me with an AK, and that's not
Getting
escape.
the book, though, getting the book should let her know,
Let her know what?
It's definitely has something to do with Faison, and that would make it, they wouldn't have to be far from home for that.
I don't think that's enough for her to go, I'm on Spoon Island. Because as it stands right now, Sidwell, does she know that Sidwell's even involved?
I don't think so.
Because I think that's the biggest secret of all. I think we know that, but the law enforcement doesn't know that Sidwell's involved in the project.
Wouldn't it be something? Wouldn't it be something if Lucas stumbles upon her and then Sidwell turns on Lucas?
Oh yeah, he's got to lock him in there. Before you know it, it's just full of GH characters.
Mm-hmm.
The Dupree family wasn't really helpful to Chelsea. Wouldn't be helpful to Anna in this case either. Pascal is not buff. You're right. He is a spaghetti. He's a noodle.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man. No, Anna could. Anna could. I'm just saying that she's choosing not to because she doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Like it's different than like breaking out of jail. At least in jail, you can get through a couple more walls and you're out of jail.
But Anna
Am I
knows.
in a boat? Am I in an airplane?
She doesn't know where she's at.
No.
But she also knows that staying in that room ain't going to help her.
I'm just not going to be able to convince you.
She's got to get out there.
Oh, totally. She absolutely has to. Just not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what I can get from this pipsqueak first.
Mm-hmm. Girl, you better eat every bite of that food.
Eat every bite of that food so he keeps bringing it to you so you can put him in a chicken wing and push him against the wall and be like, what am I doing here?
Exactly.
There you go. That's the move. That's the move you do before you just knock him out and leave. All right? You got to pump him for information first. That's what I was missing. That's the missing ingredient, folks.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. All right? Ask questions first. Escape later. This week, though, while we're jumping around topics, bringing back up Brendan visiting Lulu, and Lulu wanting Nathan to be there, and how they're falling in love, and how it's beautiful. But as Brendan was leaving, he's like, hey, Lulu, remember, all right, this guy was gone for 7 years, suddenly came back, and his last name is really Faison. Have a good dinner. And then he leaves,
Exactly.
right?
Well, that's true.
And I loved it because I'm ready, Mom. I'm foaming at the mouth when it comes to Nathan detail.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, Nathan is a facade. For sure.
Yeah, so I was really pleased that they threw that in there because I want them to be suspicious. Nobody's suspicious enough for me yet.
Mm-hmm.
Anna was kind of suspicious, but Anna's in a room.
Yeah.
And that's why she's in a room, is because she was suspicious. But I'm ready for everybody else to be more questioning. And I understand that Lulu is predisposed to accept it because she just came back after losing 4 years of her life.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that Spinelli kind of has to find some sort of acceptance for it because of the whole James of it all.
And that is, that's part of the connection that Lulu feels right now to Nathan, is that space of time that you lost.
Yes, kind of bonding through that. And I think that you're totally right. While it might not have been Sidwell's intention, I've got to take Maxie out now because she's going to recognize that this isn't Nathan. Because at that time, there was no plan for Nathan to come back to town. Everything was going fine in the Five Poppies. When it comes to timing, doesn't make sense for that. However, Maxie coming back to town and being like, that's not Nathan. In that Kirsten Storms way. I think is high on the list of likely. Especially since she's been absent for this. She's been absent for it. She's been absent for him being reingratiated back into town and everybody accepting it and everybody accepting it.
Yeah.
There's this big old gap of somebody being like, no, and I think it should be Maxie. So I like your idea on that, Mark.
She learned a thing or two with that whole Peter.
She's like, when it comes down to it, if you're the child of a Faison, I'm just never going to trust you.
Yeah.
Baby daddy or not. Nathan.
Exactly. That's sad because little cowboy there, he's a Faison too.
He sure is. Now she can't trust her own kid. She can't trust either kid because they're brother-sister cousins. That's something that Alexis had to reconcile at some point in her life. And maybe that's why she grew like that I'm a Davis, I'm not a Corinthos, I'm not under the thumb of Sunny spine that she has, is because she really had to reconcile after giving birth to Molly, I think is the younger sister.
Yes, Molly's after Christina.
She really had to reconcile that with herself and move forward.
Well, in the early days of Christina, with all the fussing and fighting she did with Sonny, and she kept Christina's Sonny's parentage of her a secret for a long time. I think she was 3 or 4 years old when Sonny found out. She was actually
See, look how long storylines used to last, folks.
You know, she wasn't super, it wasn't like a front runner story all the time, but yeah, Alexis was always trying to shield Christina from Sonny because she's always thought that his life was too dangerous. That her kids would have a mark on their head. That all these terrible things that have happened to Michael in the past will not happen to my child because no one will ever know that Sonny Corinthos is her father.
But then she had to say it.
She had, I don't remember how it came out or it found out, but she tried real hard to keep Sonny the heck away. And then they went to court and, you know, did
Yeah.
visitation battles and all that crap.
That sort of nonsense, of course. Normal stuff. Normal stuff. Maxie will definitely know it has to be Maxie. GH Addict and Ginger both agree. Jeannie says that James is calling Nathan Dad way too soon.
I don't know.
See, that's tough. That's tough because it is his dad. He's always been told that Nathan is his dad. It's not been some secret. There's nothing like he's never seen a picture of the guy or anything like that.
Sure.
So I can accept him calling him dad straight off.
I can too. And another reason why is because they have not painted him as a bad guy coming back to town.
Right.
And little guy has never heard all these terrible stories about his dad. He's just heard wonderful stories about his dad.
Because he's a good guy. So I can accept the whole dad calling thing. We if they were to like start going to the ballpark together and having a great close relationship, sharing milkshakes and him being like Spinelli who, then I'd be like, okay, all right. I don't think we need to have this bake a little bit.
Well, you know, the last time I did see him, I only remember him calling him dad once, and he ran past him at Bobby's, ran in the door, hi dad, and ran straight to Cody.
Cody, let's go horseback riding. Spinelli is his dad, Mac and Felicia.
I love that little dude.
Mac and Felicia. Maybe Mac and Felicia might be suspicious of Nathan at some point.
He's what?
I'm going to let the internet catch up.
They might. Not right now. I don't think they are right now.
There we go. We're caught up. Carly found out that Christina was Sonny's and kept it a secret. And then the truth came out because Christina needed bone marrow transplant.
Yeah. See, all those kind of stories just kind of blend together for me because, you know, they're used often.
What does he call Spinelli? I think he calls Spinelli when it comes to James. I don't think he calls him Dad.
He calls him Spinelli.
Yeah, I think he calls him Spinelli.
Nobody calls him Damien, that's for sure.
His mom does, and we've never met her.
Yeah.
But she's going to show up one day, and she's going to be played by Deidre Hall, and it's going to be great.
I would love all these years, and do you know that? No, they don't need to kill off Spinelli, that's for sure. Do you know that Bradford Anderson is coming up on his 20th anniversary?
That's a long time. I mean, there was a big gap. There was a big gap where he wasn't there. But wow, 20 years.
But there, you know, there has been big gaps. But he started in 2006.
2006.
2006, yes.
Everybody calls him Spinelli. It's true. Everybody does. Even if your last name is Spinelli, you still call him Spinelli. Ellie Spinelli called him Spinelli. Ellie Spinelli married him. They left the show. Never saw her face. And then she divorced him. Left him in Port Charles because of his friendship with Jason.
I wonder, I've never heard the last name Spinelli. I wonder if there's folks out there that have that last name.
I have heard the last name Spinelli before, but only in entertainment. Christina
I used to work
leukemia,
with
too.
a girl. Her last name was Spittlary.
Oh, Spittle. Old Kate Spittle. Let's see. Christina had leukemia too, like Lulu. Someone should check the water. Should someone check the water source? And Ginger, I'm with you. I am with you. Okay. When everybody was, there was something I was saying that Victor was poisoning the water with, making everybody stupid. So I'm with you with Ginger. All right. We need to check all of the water towers in Port Charles to make sure that they are not contaminated.
Oh, I would love for Uncle Victor to come back.
Oh, he's been blown to smithereens.
I know. I know.
Really, when it comes down to it, it's a hospital show. You know, it's a hospital soap, and so I find that it is more often than not that a character is going to come down with something on General Hospital more than another show, just because of the hospital setting. Like you got to justify somebody being in the hospital room.
Well, you know what? If they're gonna give Elizabeth
I might.
I mites,
We're safe here, by the way, at this lot, folks. All of these trees have been sprayed down for I mite infestations.
I, so if they're gonna give Elizabeth I mites, let's give the whole hospital bed bugs.
Sure. See, there's nothing to sell with that, though.
Transfer everybody to Mercy.
Unless there's some sort of new bed bug spray that they're going to be able to sell with ad time. We're just not going to get the bed bug thing. Oh my gosh. What did I write down that we haven't talked about? Anne and Pascal, Brendan is bad, Valentine, Charlotte, and Lulu. I mean, Charlotte's ready. Charlotte's ready to go. But also not.
She has a chip off the old block, you know. She really is.
But she's assuming. She's like, oh well. I mean, I got this keychain, and this is our go signal. So I'm getting ready to go.
Yeah.
Danny.
Everything's all right, but be ready. Yeah. And like she said too, you know, my dad won't get caught unless he wants to get caught.
Yup. She's got absolute faith in that guy, and she's totally right too. Rocco and Charlotte really have their bad parents down to a T. All right, Dad, you walked out on me, and so basically, when you were, PTSDing and stuff, you just up and left. So F you for that, and so I'm not gonna like you until you like Geo. So get over your crap. And then Charlotte on the other side is like, yeah, Ma, you're cool and all. Like I enjoy our solitaire games and when we watch The Real Housewives of Port Charles, but you don't know me like Dad does, and you're not very exciting. So I'm going upstairs.
She seems to really understand her dad with like the way he thinks and what he might do.
Oh yeah, I'm fascinated by Charlotte.
And she got a little Cassadine gears turned.
That character has such a future. I am very, very.
Yes, she does.
I'm on board.
Yes, she does. When it comes to the teen set, she has the most potential for.
Totally. So she's going to be. They're laying the groundwork for a very exciting character going forward with Charlotte, and then when it comes to Rocco, they're laying groundwork for like a morally centered character who's going to be challenged by a lot of the bad things that happen in Port Charles and how he reacts to them and has to stand up against them. And so it's going to be interesting what they're doing with these kids. I think that they're doing a better job with them than they were with the Cameron, Josslyn, Trina group because they just kind of grew up to be themselves, Nobody really had like a corner, a trope, a dominant personality aspect. You know what I'm trying to say? Something to anchor the story on.
Right.
None of them really have it. So, thank you very much for the blessings. I'm a sneezing man. It's the whole, I don't need to keep going into it, but it's the whole Christmas tree lot thing. Lots of dust in the air. Tracy's home. We're always glad to see Jane Elliott. It was fun to see her at the trial. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next, especially the grand revelation between her and Michael and So, it's good to see. I don't know what to expect when it comes to Tracy as a character though, because like she's around, she's involved in things, but she's not usually front and center, the big part of the story. We got blessed with her Ronnie Bard stuff.
Yes.
But that's like the most prominent Tracy had been for a long time.
Tracy so much wants to protect Michael. And she's not doing it for Michael. She's doing it for Monica.
Yeah.
She's always thought Michael was kind of a spoiled turd.
Yeah, that's like, you're Carly's kid. I don't like you.
Yeah. You think your dad's name is Corinthos. Yeah.
Who would be on the Real Housewives of Port Charles? Nobody that's currently on the cast, but any like socialite lady person that fell off of the show but didn't move away.
The only one I would say that's current on the show would be Lucy Coe.
I think that's yeah.
He would be the headmaster.
The thing is, though, she's not a housewife right now. She gotta get
No,
married. You gotta get married. You gotta be a housewife, right? Don't you have to be a housewife?
I don't know. I don't watch those shows. They make me
either.
feel like women are stupid. So
What
no, I
kind
don't
of
watch.
community? What kind of community services Rock are going to be doing? Probably something for frickin' Sidwell, honestly.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know what they make you do. Because, Rocco's not an adult yet.
No, he's like 15, 16.
So I don't know what they're going to make him do for community service.
It's a lot of hours too. It's like 5,000.
500.
500. All right.
500 hours.
That's still a lot of
And he
hours.
was like, and he was like, I do so much community service anyway, and it's like going to be my normal life. That's the way he made it sound. I do this stuff anyway.
Great. Then it's going to be easy for him to do it. I don't know what it looks like. Volunteering at a soup kitchen. General Hospital does that. They'll do the soup kitchen. They're going to do some sort of clothing sorting, at the donation center.
Sometimes they make them do like stuff with children. Oh yeah, that's what you want. Someone that's paying their debt society to be around kids. Great idea.
They made Cameron pick up trash when he was serving his community service for the Mary Jane that he had been found with possession.
Yeah, I tell you what, there's been lately around my house on the freeway, they've been doing this section with folks that are incarcerated and having to clean that up. Sometimes I feel sorry for them. Sometimes. People throw a lot of garbage out of cars.
He could pick up trash like Cameron did. That was a suggestion. Oh, gosh. I'm going to try to do some quick math here. All right. 500, all right, divided by 8. 62. 2 months of 8-hour shifts.
And that's 2 months of every day, not weekends off.
Right. It's the equivalent of 2 months of 8-hour shifts is what Rocco has to do.
And if it's only going to be 4-hour shifts, I mean, you got to do that for way longer.
So he's going to be doing community service for like a year.
I don't think they wouldn't make it where it would interrupt with his schooling. And I can't see Lulu standing for that anyway. You can't.
So he's going to have to get the bulk of it done in the summer.
Maybe.
Maybe there's some sort of like long distance Lila Kids summer camp that he could volunteer at. That's like an overnight thing. That way the hours just continue, just always are accumulating while he's there.
He can tutor kids online. Get it done just like that.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Oh, you don't have to be married to be a real housewife.
Oh, okay.
Great. All right, folks. Well, in the meantime, in between the podcasts, this is what I want you to do. Leave a comment on this one about who you think should be on the Real Housewives of Port Charles. The rules are simple. They must be a female character. They must have been on General Hospital before, or you can have convincingly convinced me that they belong in Port Charles. So no Nora Buchanan's. All right, she belongs in Landview. Understand? Mm-hmm. All right. And they have to have not left town. Obviously, they have to be a resident of Port Charles still. So I don't know how narrow that makes the field of people who just aren't on the show but didn't move out, like TJ.
Well, I think that Portia's life is messy enough to be a housewife right now. Her life is awfully messy.
And maybe something a little bit easier if you don't want to try that route. Pick 4 current female cast members that you think would be compelling Real Housewives of Port Charles drama ladies. So basically it's their own soap. Anyway, folks, that's it. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Get back into the elevator. Go back down to the first floor. Tune your radios or previous episodes of the 10th floor, which you can find on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Reach out on your favorite social media channel as well to us if you can't find it, and I'll point you in the right direction. 10th Floor GH. That's where you can find us. You can also email us, 10thfloorgh@gmail.com.
Yep.
Daddy, Santa T was in here earlier. So
He was.
rewind
Yeah.
the video and watch that once more. Jordan.
He's my sexy Santa. Yes, he is.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. We'll be back in an hour to talk about Beyond the Gates and Days of Our Lives. I don't know if Professor Angela will be with us. I hope she is.
I hope she is too.
So come out, hang out with us then. We'll talk about those shows and just, continue to enjoy the holidays. I think that's it, folks, though. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
We talked for a good long while about General Hospital. It was fun.
Yeah, over an hour.
Yep, sure did. Almost an hour and a half. All right, that's it. Goodbye. 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 Disembark now.
Guys.
Goodbye. I've been
Merry
Matt.
Christmas.
I've been Matt.
And I've been
And
Kat.
go spend some time with your families. Goodbye.
Bye.